Hello friends, today we will solve another questions of Geeks for Geeks problem of the day. Today question's name is seating arrangement. In these questions we have given an integer n which denotes the number of peoples and an array of m, a list of m. Also we can say that array of size m which denotes the number of seats, and in this array only contain element as 0 and 1. 0 means seats is empty and 1 means seats is occupied by the peoples. In these questions we have to find the number of people can sit such that no two peoples can sit consecutively. That means seats are present in the linear way, and people have to sit on the seats, and seats are given if two seats are empty consecutively, then people can sit here, otherwise people can't sit. So let we check the approach. Basically we have to find in these questions if all people can sit, then you have to return true, otherwise false, and a restriction is given that two people can't sit together, means people can't sit consecutively. In example 1, n is given 2 and m is same, that is n means number of people, m means number of seats available. So here 7 seats available, that is vacant, occupied, vacant, occupied. So 0 0 1 0 0 0. So first of all we check here, there are two consecutively empty, so people can sit here, because if he can sit, then no two peoples are consecutively seated, so person can sit here without any restriction. Here can't sit, because if he can sit, then these people and these people may consecutively here, so then people can sit, because previous and next seats are both are empty, so no two people are consecutively seated, so here can sit. So now both people have been seated, so we return true, because in this examples two peoples and both have been seated, one is here and one is here, so we return true. So we so we see the next example. N is equal to 1 and 0 1 0 0 1 0. 3 seats are given and people is 1, so here can't sit, because here people has been seated already, so if he will sit, then two people may consecutively. Here also can't sit, because if he sit, then two people can sit consecutively. So here people is 1 and he is unable to sit anywhere, so we return false, that is 0. Step, we first will run loop and we check previous, that is, and next. If we iterate from let I is here, then we check I minus 1 and I plus 1. If I and I minus 1 and I plus 1 all are 0, then basically people can sit. So if n people is given, then we decrease the number of people because one people has been seated, so we decrease and make it 1. Basically if here 0 0 0 and 1, if I have reached here while running loop, then we check the previous and check the next, previous and next, all are 0, so we make it 1 and let n is equal to the given 1 and we decrease n, so number of people make 0 now because one people has been seated. We check the at all stage this process, and in last if number of people is equal to 0 is 0, then we know that all people has been seated, so we return true. And if n is not equal to 0, then that means some people has been left and not seated, so we return false, that means some people remain left and not seated on a seat. So now we see the code. Now we let see the code. Here a function given, boolean function, that you have to return true or false. Integer n, peoples m, seats, number of seats, and a vector, that is array. Here array name is given seats, so we have changed to a for easy. Taken integer I, and if n is equal to 0 or m equal to 0, return 1. That means if any people is not available, then why we run the loop and check. So already no people, so no one can sit, so return true. We have taken a base condition, two base condition. One is here, that a, if a1 is equal to 0 and a0 equal to 0, and a m minus 1 and a m minus 2 equal to 0. That means let's check the example. First 2 and last 2 are 0, then we handle before running the loop. See, that is a0 and a1, a m minus 2, m minus 1. We will handle these two conditions initially because we can handle easily these two conditions if we get in test case. If we get these two conditions, then we easily make this one and this can be changed to 1, because if people can sit here, then no restriction is avoided. If people can sit here, then no two people are seated consecutively. That people can sit here and also people can sit here. If people is seated, then we also have to decrease the n, number of people, n minus. That means here in this example we have taken 2 people, so both people had been seated in one is here and one is here, so we'll last return true because we have handled this situation because in at all stage we are checking a of I minus 1 and a of I plus 1. If we have started the loop from here, then ai minus 1 is not present because ai minus 1 is here and array is here not present, so we can't iterate this position. So we run the loop from I is equal to 1 and I is equal to a minus 2 the I equal to a minus 1, not go here. We will not go to this position. So we have handled the situation a1 and a0. If a1 is equal to 0 and a0 is equal to 0, we change a0 equal to 1 and decrease the L. Run the loop to 1 to m. If a minus 1 and if I plus 1 and ai, that is all three conditions, all three positions have 0, then we sit the people, then people can sit. So we change ai is equal to 1 and decrease the people, and we check the at, and we also check at all position. If n is equal to 0, that means number of people 0, means all people has been seated, so return true, that 1. And we check the here last position, last two position is to last position is equal to 0. If true, then we change the last position to 1 and decrease the people. In last we check if number of people 0, then return 1, else return 0. So we now run the code. We are getting some error. So we compile the code. Code run successfully. Now we submit. Code has been run successfully. Thank you.